What advice would you give to women that look up to you?
I think the advice that I would give them now is basically to kind of ask yourself the question that I had just said earlier. Who are you if you are not a wife? Who are you if you're not a girlfriend? Who are you if you're not a sister? Who are you if you are not this or that? Like I said, women, we tend to be so influenced by what society puts on us, and it starts at a very young age. And I feel like a lot of women tend to look at other people's needs before their own, because I think we're very natural at being nurturers, right? But we kind of get so lost in that instinct that a lot of women lose themselves.
Sense of self, absolutely.
Sense of self. So I would say, ask yourself that question. Like, who are you if you weren't any of those roles that society puts on you?
It's been 3 years now since Tia Mowry's divorce from Corey Hardrick. And we've seen her come online saying that she graduated from marriage. Marriage was like a curriculum, and then there's a graduation, and all the single moms and the sisterhood went crazy. They was all ecstatic. Yes, we got another one. She's single and over here with us now. They was making all kinds of excuses for things that she was doing. A lot of people was totally destroying Corey Hardrick. Knowing nothing about what happened in the marriage, nobody knowing whether he was a good husband, a bad husband, or anything. They was just saying, well, he had to do something bad for her to want to end the marriage. And she was all online crying, woe is me, going to every talk show, talking down about her husband, pawning her ring. She was doing a whole bunch of stuff. She even had a reality show where she was exploiting her family's personal business for personal gain. And everybody was allowing her to do it, right? Everybody was coming out. And it was just a gender war was just all over the place. You had men on Corey Hardrick's side, women on Tia Mowry's side. But then a lot of women started to look around and say, wait a minute, man, wait a minute. You doing a little bit too much, sister. Like, they started to turn their back and turn away from Tia Mowry. And a lot of them started to come to social media and call her out for some of the things that she was doing online. They was talking like this.
Now I understand why Tia and Corey got a divorce. I definitely was one of those people who was like, girl, why did you divorce him? Da, da, da. But now I'm like, oh yeah, I understand. Because Tia is draining. She's a lot. She's a lot. And she's high maintenance. And she needs someone who's able like to keep up with her. And I think it got to the point where he was like, yo, I can't. Girl, you too much. I'm just thinking back to like that episode they did together for that Love documentary when he was trying to talk, and I think she jumped in and tried to say something, and he was like, he pretty much kind of told her like he needed to talk. But I think that was probably what was going on in their relationship, that Tia just needed like so much validation, so much. Like, she needed someone who was, like, constantly there emotionally for her. Because if you watch her show, like, all her friends, like, them bringing Jackie, her friends, her cousin, all these people are coming there, like, to cuddle her. And it's like, maybe that's what was going on in their relationship. He probably was, you know, that person at the beginning. And at the end, he probably could no longer do it because it was draining. He looked like he was drained. And he looks happier now. To me, like, he looks happier. Like, for Tia, I won't say, like, she looks happier, but she will get to the point where she will get to the point where she is happy. But I understand now. It was just too much.
Now, to me, I believe that she was going through some form of a midlife crisis. She was going through something, right? You could clearly see it. For a woman that got married very young, Corey Hardrick was her first. She's never experienced no other man. So a lot of times, man, when you're in those situations and you're out there in Hollywood, you're out there in the world where it's all kinds of sin and underbelly behavior going on everywhere. It's just debauchery. You have a tendency sometimes look outward, outside of your marriage, right? You can see other things, and you tend to think that those things are better than what you have. Those things are decent. And when she got out of the marriage, at first she was so happy and everything, but then you start seeing her crying all the time. She was thinking about going back home. She couldn't she couldn't understand a world right outside of the world that she's been in for so long. She was saying that the dating market sucked. These men don't know how to court anymore. She was saying all kinds of things, right? And everybody was saying, just go back home. But then she was seen online, as I told you, doing a lot of thirst trapping, posting images like this, she's older, a couple years younger than me. She has a nice body for her age. She's keeping herself up, but she's posting this stuff. And 1 minute she'll be posting these videos. The next minute she'll be online crying. And a lot of women are just tired of it, right? So Cadillac Supreme, her and Angela are running neck and neck in the cringe race, right? Somebody else said she is sad and lonely as she left for no good reason a man that wanted her. This is the thirst trapping to hide her pain of loneliness. As all can see, no man outside of curiosity would not claim her, right? So she's getting called out by so many different people. So another woman said, simping. Girl, all marriages have their obstacles. Get it, and if you can't, get some more. Get your man back. So she's being told now by women to go back to her man. She's smiling too much. Ain't nothing funny when you miss your. So everybody's on her. A lot of the sisterhood has turned their back on her. They're telling her to go back to your man. It's cold out here. A lot of these women get online and they talk that they cool, they lonely, but that cat down there is hungry, it's dry, it's cold, it's bitter down there. They ain't got no action going on down there. And that's why, and then they try to mask it with a whole bunch of partying and act like they're happy and they're not. But you see a lot of these women saying, go back to your husband, girl. Like, you crazy. Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out here. You have something. We don't have anything. But there's still a lot of women trying to make excuses for her.
Hello. Y'all are forever going to be triggered by Tia Mowry and her decision to end a 20-plus year relationship in her 40s. Y'all are forever going to be in your feelings. So she recently did an interview where she kind of gave this vague answer as to why she filed for divorce. And people in the essays writing comments like, oh, you should never divorce. Marriage is forever. You made a vow between God. Okay. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. And then I recently saw something where this lady says she knows 3 men who share an apartment and they use it to cheat. And of course it created discussion and discord. And somebody wrote, yeah, because it's cheaper to keep, but I don't want to give up my pension. I don't want to give up this. I don't want to give up that. That's the lie you tell yourself to drag these women through these horrible marriages so you can write your little Facebook post when you've been cheating on her for 10, 15 years about how she stood 10 toes down by you and how you've been through all of this stuff. We know what that's keyword for. The reason why you don't want to divorce her is not because you care about your little pension. Is how these men end up once they are left. Once that woman gets tired of you, she doesn't want anything. Women will build from the ground up.
So again, when we dealing with midlife crisis, and for me, a person like me, right? I'm not too far from, I'm similar to Tia and Corey. I'm 50 years old. I've been married to the same black woman for 25 years, going on 26 years, right? And that's half of my life. So I can go back to my memories of my life before her, but more than half of my life and my experiences is with this woman. So I don't even know all of my going into my adulthood as far as a grown man has been, my growth and development has been with this woman. So to be without this woman, yeah, you probably would go through some psychological and mental things because this is something that you've been used to. So this therapist lady, she was online and she was discussing some of the things that people go through when they go through a midlife crisis, especially when for a woman, when a long-term relationship has ended. She said this.
Here are 5 signs that you might be going through a midlife crisis as a woman. Number 1, you're feeling unhappy, you're feeling lost, and you have a real emptiness inside. So where you used to feel very full, very fulfilled, you're now actually feeling quite empty. Number 2, you're feeling really quite bored. quite discontented. Discontented in things like relationships and in your job. Number 3, you are becoming emotionally detached. And by that, I mean you are not feeling joy. You're not enjoying things that you used to enjoy. And you're actually not enjoying much at all right now. Number 4 is a lack of personal fulfillment. You just want to run away. You don't want your life to continue like this, and you can feel yourself emotionally shutting down. And number 5 is that you feel you need to find yourself. You just simply don't know where to start. You're not alone. There's a lot of us out there that have been through this or are going through this right now. And we're here. We're here for you. I'm here for you. And I'm here to help you learn how to be there for yourself and to discover this fucking wonderful woman that's inside you.
I often tell you guys that relationships, especially marriages, is something that's not promised to you like life or death. It's something that you got to fight for every day. It's not always peaches and cream. It's not always bad. It's give and take. It's sacrifice, right? There's a lot of things when you're merging two lives together to become one. There's a lot of things that come with that. So you can't just look at them as the barometer of what it takes to be married, right? They were married for 20 years. They had good times, bad times, and ultimately it ended. I've never seen him say anything bad about her in public. I've seen her, though you in your windows and not being happy and say certain things, but not really publicly berate her husband. I have her ex-husband. I haven't seen her do that. But I seen him, when he did come on, he cried for his family. He was devastated. I seen her, do thirst trap videos and then cry thinking about going back home. Because when you've been with somebody for 20 years, that's a long time to be with somebody in your life. So for me, I've been married 25 years and it's not always good. But again, it's not the love comes in the work. The love comes in the sacrifice. The love comes in the commitment. I've sat with this woman long enough to see her in her 20s and now see her at 50 when her hair turned gray. She done gained a little weight. I stood at the bottom of a bed and watched babies come out of this woman. And when the babies come out, I look up at the clock to see what time it was when a child was born. I rubbed this woman's belly and feet when I put life into this woman and watch her give birth to that life and hand it back over to me so I can name it. So I've been with this woman long enough to know that it's not about this. It's not about what other people think. It's not about the world. It's about my experience in this journey, in this walk, that when I met a woman over 26 years ago and I walked up to her and asked her, what are you doing for the next lifetime? Because I'm taking a walk this way and I'd like for you to walk with me. And it's been 26 years later and we've been walking ever since. 4 children, 6 grandchildren. It's a sacrifice and commitment. What are you committed to? My sacrifice and my commitment is stronger than my desire to look at the world, to watch the world. And if you're not willing to do that, then you can't be married. You can't be in the way. You might as well go over there with the single sisterhood and the no accountability red pill dudes. Go ahead over there. Because over here where we at, it takes work. It takes work. And it takes that I gotta love you when I can't stand you. I gotta love when I can't stand you. I still gotta be committed. I still gotta be 10 toes down. And that goes for both of us. Because that's what it takes. That's what it takes. If the same way we pass down debaucherous behavior within our families, it's the same way we can pass down positive, loving relationships and loving behavior. I choose to pass down the positive, loving behavior to my sons and my daughters. And my grandbabies and nieces and nephews, that when they come into my home, man, my uncle or my daddy been married to my mama for 25 years. It's different when you put life into a woman and you stay with that woman. You stay with that man and you watch your children come out of this woman and you hold your children. There's a different type of energy, a different type of experience. I can't, if you never lived it, never experienced it, then you can't even conceptualize what I'm saying. But again, I've done it multiple times with the woman that I'm with. So that's my woman. That's my garden that I planted my seeds in. And I stayed around to provide protection, direction, and correction. sunlight and water for the garden. And the harvest that I got from it is 4 kids, 6 grandkids, and a happy marriage of 25 years. And it took a sacrifice of her as well, because she had a responsibility to me to keep me as well. And she's done a great job in doing it. And after 25 years, I'm happy. So you can't just look at them as the model of, say, see, they didn't make it. No, because there's a lot of black people out here that have made it and they're happy. So I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.